Good evening,
Welcome
Mr.
to
Sion.
welcome to our August 3rd general meeting for the Caribbean Association of Georgia. And I'm glad this evening we have our executive board with us this evening, which we'll able to do a great presentation, which we always do. I am your Sergeant of Arms, and my name is Sion Rodney. My name is Sion. And with that being said, the time right now is 5:06 p.m. on the 3rd of August. And I would like us to bow our heads and close our eyes as I do an opening prayer. Father and God, we give you praise, we give you honor, we give you glory. Thank you for this great organization, the Caribbean Association of Georgia. We pray for this great team and this great board that we work together in unison. We work in tandem with each other. Continue to bless this organization. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen and amen. On behalf of our secretary, who is Camille Fitzsimmons, I want you to, any glitches that you will hear, just frontal let you know that she's not feeling too well. She is under the weather, but nevertheless, she is here. And that's what great servants do. With that being said, I would like you to go to our vice president, who is no other than Winston Thomas, who's going to do the welcome and the roll call at the same time.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Winston Thomas. I'm your elected Vice President of the Caribbean Association of Georgia, and I want to extend a very warm welcome to each and every one of you this or regular monthly meeting, this one for the month of August, 3rd of September 2024. And we're glad that you could find some time out of your busy schedule to share a moment with us. We all know that everyone has their own private lives and other things, family to take care of. So we really appreciate you taking the time out to dedicate a moment of your time to this noble organization. With that being said, we have present with us this evening. The first person you heard was Mr. Sion Rodney, our Sergeant at Arms. He spoke about Camille, our Secretary, who's here, who's been under the weather. Then we have Madam President, Mariah, as she's affectionately called because of her beautiful voice, Christine Newton. So, Mr. Garfield Wilkes should be here any moment now. He had a family emergency to wrapped up, so he assured me that he was gonna take care of it and be here. And to all our members, if you're here for the first or second time, I want to say again a warm welcome to you, and I really appreciate you being here. I'll hand the meeting over back to Sergeant of Arms, Mr. Cian Rodney.
And thank you, our Vice President, our VP, Winston Thomas, works very hard. And with that being said, if you were here for the first time, as alluded by our Vice President, you're gifted without an opportunity. Caribbean Association of Georgia have a place for you to join our executive board, which you're going to hear from our capable and beautiful president who want to be called Mariah Carey. For some reason, she have that great voiceover. That's why she loved her voiceover. Nevertheless, it's Kristen Newton. But if you want a place to be a part of our executive board, you're going to hear from our Madam President and other places that your service is well needed and your skill set with that be needed. And at this time, I would like to turn over to Michael Thomas of Culture and Arts Foundation. He's not here. We're going to hear from Wayne Hall.
Okay.
So Michael Thomas is here, so we're going to hear from Michael Thomas. Thank you, sir, to grace us with your presence, your skill set, your expertise, the knowledge of where it's all. We want to welcome you to this great organization, and I want to tell you it would not be your last. We will covet all that you have to bring to this great organization. Michael Thomas, the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you so very much. Thank you,
And thank you, Christine, for inviting me. I know there's been a lot of activities over the past 30 days, and just wanted to kind of share an update of where we're at with the hurricane relief efforts. One of those things is that we came together as a larger group and start coordinating some efforts. Where we left off is each organization and island is collecting some of those items that are needed from their different lists. For us at the Caribbean Cultural Arts Foundation, we have been in communication with some representatives in Florida and New York, and our end result from our end is after those items are collected, how are they going to be transported and where they're going to be transported. So some organizations have teamed up with their different churches and different organizations on island, whether it's Jamaica or Barbados, and have started coordinating. We, from our end, are working with Food for the Poor in that initiative. It's a lot easier if we all come together and then send a shipment, and that's what we're working on right now. Our next step is really to host like a press conference to bring awareness. As many of you all know, it's political season, so we were kind of outshined by the RNC and then the Democratic Party and the whole nine yards. So there's a lot of process that we're going through, but we're trying to work with every organization as possible, see where they're at, making sure that they are collecting what they need to collect, and see what their processes are at that time. And then after that, then we will come back together and see where the shipments need to go. From a Caribbean cultural arts standpoint side, we look at the long term. So we look at long term efforts that surpass the hurricane process, and also look at what else we can do on island once the storm season has passed. So that's 3 to 6 months out. So our work was continuous. So we'll be in contact with SEDEMA and other organizations throughout the process, and we'll be able to share additional updates. That's my report.
Michael, our treasurer of this great organization, have come into by passing through Facebook, and he's not here as yet, but I will speak in his stead. Are you aware of somewhere or some companies that are shipping 2 barrels, but only allow certain items to their family for free? Are you aware of that, that you can bring it to those who may want to follow the stead with your knowledge?
To my knowledge, I'm not aware. That would be more of a shipment question. So the two shipment companies that we've been talking with here locally is Caribbean Shipping and Le Parkin Shipping. Those up-to-date information, we would look at communicating with the NGOs to know exactly where everything is at. From Barbados side, there's two organizations, the Barbados Association and United Barbados Association of Georgia, if I'm correct with that. There's two of them. So, either one should have the same information. They all seem to be working with the consulate of Barbados at this time out in Miami.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Was that the question Garfield had about Jamaica?
Yes, not the question I just asked in terms of the shipment for family, with specific of items that they can have barrels be shipped to them for free of cost once their specifics that meets the specification.
So those specifics, I would lead to the Association of Jamaica, and that's how we operate when it comes to how we would collaborate. We try to leave each island kind of lead the process because that's their country. They know the lay of the land. That would be information that they would have. I do believe, to the best of my knowledge, from a Jamaican standpoint, there's several groups that has already shipped and already have distributed stuff. On top of that, there's also a matching grant through the National Bank of Jamaica. I would have to get that information, but if you donate, then they would match it to the particular parts of the island that has been devastated. So that program was kicked off about 2 weeks ago. It should still be ongoing.
So if
Awesome.
someone wants to donate monetarily to their, say, their specific island, or, just to donate whatever, because there's so much information, different information going out, what should I, as an organization, inform or members? How should I direct them? I guess my question is.
So I would say that this is, just from a project management standpoint, select one, right? Select one particular avenue where you would want to donate, and then move them in that direction. So don't complicate your life by choosing like, oh, there's like 10 million. Select one and work with them, vet it, and then go in that direction. Do some research. I mean, there's several different organizations, and then I would say select one and then move forward.
Okay. Okay, those are all my questions. Anybody else has any questions for Michael? Okay. Thank you very much, Michael. I appreciate that.
Yes, thank you for inviting me. I look forward to working with you all in the future.
Thank you very much, Michael, for your candid information and taking time off your busy schedule to grace Caribbean Association of Georgia with your presence, your knowledge, and expertise. And certainly this would not be a last collaborating with us with your information. We'll work together as you can take the information of our Madam President so you can have some sidebar conversation and she will be able to fit you into our meeting schedule when the time does arise.
Thank you.
At this time, I will hand you over now to our Madam President, no other than Kristen Newton. I'm going to take you from here.
Hi, guys. So we were off the month of July, but June, I just want to do a recap and show you how we captured and what we were doing for the month of June. July, after the festival, we took some time off. So here we go. Can you hear?
Slide your hand up to your chest, let your waistline do the rest. When you really get the sound, when you jump up till you touch your front. This is a simple calypso, you run the rhyme and sing it slow. All you really have to know is sing the chorus as you go. When you really get the beat, good Lord, just start to move your feet. And you must get the swing just as long as you sing. La la, la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. You could put your two hands up in both, rock your body to and fro, slide your hand up to your chest, let your
I'm sorry.
waistline do the rest. When you really get the sound, when you jump up till you touch the ground.
I migrated to the Americas in 2012.
This is a simple calypso, you run the rhyme and sing it slow. All you really have to do is sing the chorus as you go. When you really get the beat, good Lord, just start to move your feet. And you must get the swing just as long as you sing. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
We love the support. Say yeah, yeah, say yeah, yeah. My DJ is so sweet. Give it up to the DJ. Entertainment DJ. Yeah, yeah. All right, so this is the last one.
Put your two hands up in both, rock
But I love you all.
slide your hand up to your chest, let your waistline do the rest. When you really get the sound, when you jump up till you touch the
It's
ground.
what I've been working for in 2024 and 2025. Let's show them a little crossover because, you know, it's the culture in me. Because the Island True demonstration. So you want to indulge me a little bit? Yes, say yeah, yeah, if you want to indulge me. All right, thank you. Run the track. Gonna go down there. With my road boy and with my road yard. Tell me where. With my road yard and with my road yard. Hey, with my road boy and with my road yard. Bring it up. With my road yard and with my road yard. Listen up, give me some. Talk to me about
It's coming. They say we save the best for last, and it's getting harder and harder with each performance. And I'm sorry, I gotta be short and sweet, but we got a lot packed in store for you, and we want to give everyone a chance that they can share their talents with you all. This is so beautiful. We want to say thank you again for coming out. Oh my God, you guys look so gorgeous. One for Rebby and Roll Call. And 1, 2, 3, shout out your island. 1, 2, 3, Barbados, Jamaica, Trinidad.
Yo, yo, yo!
Guyana,
Yo, yo, yo!
Haiti, Antigua, Dominica. What up? Suriname? I can't read, tell me. Oh, Grenada! Oh, so much I should know better. Mention
This is a
respected.
simple calypso,
Say good.
you run the rhyme and sing it slow. All you really have to do is sing the chorus as you go. When you really get the beat, good Lord, just start to move your feet. And you just get the swing. You could put your two hands up in both, rock your body to and fro, slide your hand up to your chest, let your waistline do the rest. When you really get the sound, when you jump up till you touch the ground. This is a simple calypso, you run the rhyme and sing it slow. All you really have to know is sing the chorus as you go. When you really get the beat, good Lord, just start to move your feet. And you get the swing just as long as you sing.
How can I reach you? How can I reach you? Reach you. Welcome artistlife.com on the internet. Go to the website. Welcome artistlife.com. All right. Thank you.
I am your host, Sophia Hoka, the president of United Barbadians in Georgia. And if you're a little bit confused, yes, I represent the island of Barbados. How are you, my people?
So, my name is
Every time I get this stage, you will hear this song.
Hello, how are you guys? We got some glasses over here, huh? Hi. How are you guys? Y'all picked it up? Oh, okay, okay. You see, Trinity found me. So wait, I'm gonna hear y'all today. Y'all gonna play? We gonna knock some iron? All right, Trinity, you see that? All right. Bye, guys. The Iron Man is in town.
You go put your two hand up in book, rock your body to and fro, slide your hand up to your chest, let your waist.
Thank you so much, guys, for that. That's just the recap of the festival that we had in June. And be ready, all sponsors, all advertisers, all vendors, be ready for June next year. We'll put out the information soon so that you can partake in our annual festival. I shortened that video, but there was a lot going on that day. We bring a lot to Caribbean American Heritage Month, so you, the people, have an experience. Is Wayne on the call as yet? Okay, he's not on yet, so I'll just go ahead and go to the calendar of events that we have coming up. So we have a couple of things that are coming up. September 18th, we need volunteers. If you would like to help us raise funds at the Atlanta United game for September 18th, the one against Miami, please, we need 10 to 12 people. Go ahead and sign up at CaribbeanGeorgia.org. Sign up under volunteers and select September 18th for volunteering. You'll see the details there. It's the game against Atlanta United versus Miami. It's supposed to be a big game, but we're there to raise funds for the organization. So we're doing a concession stand and the funds will be raised for CAG. So your help, your participation will be welcome. Other things that we have coming up and in the works, October 19th, save the date for right now. More details to come. It's going to be a Caribbean experience again. And I just want to go back and to say Caribbean Association of Georgia's mission is to educate the community about our heritage, about our culture, and we do that in many different ways. The other thing that we have coming up is toy giveaway. Now, in order to give away toys, we have to have toys. So, if you would like to, and I'm echoing, somebody has their extra microphone on. Mute one of the devices, please. Thank you so much. So the other thing that we have coming up is toy giveaway. The toy giveaway.
Mr. Sion, Madam President, Mr. Sion accidentally turned on microphone and he's not aware.
So one of you guys' microphone is on. If you have two devices, mute one of them. Thank you so much. So in order to have toy giveaway, we need toys. So even though we partner with the Toys for Tots, we need additional toys because we're giving away toys in 3 different locations: Lawrenceville, McDonough, Stone Mountain. So we're going to have opportunities for you to come and donate toys because we're going to need it. So stay tuned for that. We'll give you locations on where you can donate toys. So start saving up for those toys. We have many boys and girls that's going to need them. The other thing that's coming up, Feed the Homeless. We're going to need restaurants, Caribbean restaurants, to donate food so that we can feed the homeless. And that's going to be December 13th. So if you're a Caribbean restaurant out there and that you need, we need to taste your food. We need to come out and you know, get the food, donate the food, get the food to us so that we can have a festive experience with the homeless. And that's downtown. We take it to them, we dress up, we let them have a festive time and have a nourishing Caribbean meal. Other things that we have coming up, we're going to be having a Caribbean Day at the Hawks. Now, I don't have a date for you at this time, but it's coming soon. So if you're planning to buy the Hawks tickets, hold out. We are coming with the Atlanta Hawks, and all of us are going to be there, and we want to include you. So if you have season tickets, save that day for us. If you're going to buy a ticket for the event, save it. We're going to announce that pretty soon. So that's to be announced. And then going to January 4th, we're going to have a kickoff. So we have plans all through the year up to January 25th, and then we're going to have the festival. That date will be announced soon. So we have a lot of things coming up. If you can help us, send us an email at caribbeangeorgia@gmail.com or info@caribbeangeorgia.org. And we'll have go to the website, caribbeangeorgia.org. And we update that all the time with information and on Facebook and TikTok and all of that. So just look for us, caribbeangeorgia.org. On Instagram, we are CABASSN. Thank you so much. I know that was a lot. We have a lot going on at Caribbean Association of Georgia. Back to you, Sion.
Can you put the agenda for me back again, Madam President?
I sure can.
Yes, so once again, you have all the enlightenment with what is going on at Caribbean Association of Georgia. Our staple event was just concluded. I love those videos, Madam President, highlighting our vendors, our hearties, our supporters. And I can tell you, even though it's a new venue, how we were filled with people. And I know that the next coming one next year, gonna be more lit, it's gonna be epic, it's gonna be dope. It's going down. So vendors, you gotta make sure you get on the ball very early to secure your spot, secure your space and all of that, because it can only get better from here. And I said you're going to hear back from Madam President about ways that you can join and serve our team with your skill set and with your time and with your availability. And she will tell you where areas we need you to serve. And you also heard from our president the calendar of events that we have coming. And our vice president, Mr. Winston Thomas, would you want to talk a little more on the membership and Jamaican independence, please? VP Winston?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Sion. Well, membership. We have a continuous drive going on, year-round drive. There is no specific time frame for us to actually be accepting members. We accept members year-round. So all the information on becoming a member is available on the website, CaribbeanGeorgia.org. And we are actually, I personally, from time to time would target particular individuals or groups that I think have something to contribute to this noble organization and want to share their time and efforts with us. But I would also say to each one of you here, if you are aware or work with someone that's very oriented in trying to do something for the community, wanted to be a part of an organization to give back, then please point them towards CAG. And once they go on the website has been recently updated. Thanks very much to Madam President on the hard work she does, where it's very easy to become a member. All the information is there, and we're actually, even though we don't highlight it every day, we're actually seeking to recruit new members who have talent and time and want to contribute. Today being the 3rd of August, as you know, it's Jamaica's independence, which is actually on August 6th. Proclamation signed on August 1834, 1st of August, but we actually got the independence rather, 1962 rather. Sorry, 6169. Help me out, somebody. 1962.
August 6th, and the emancipation is August 1st.
Yes, sir. I got it on. Yes, August 6th and 1st, 1962. I'm just having yes, I'm pretty sure it's August 6th. Correct, Madam President?
Yes.
Yes. So I know a lot of people are glued to their television on the side, trying to see what's going to happen with the Olympics and so on and so forth. But, it's also a time that, and there's a lot of talk in the media right now about Jamaica moving away from the Privy Council and establishing the Caribbean Court of Justice and actually becoming a republic. I have mixed feelings about that, but anyway, I still want to say happy Independence Day to Jamaica on the 6th when it comes, and I'm sure everyone has the same sentiments. That's my little tidbit on where that is concerned.
Thank you.
Back to you, Mr.
Thank you, our Vice President.
President.
And also, I want to update our committee and also our members and viewers about the email that came to me yesterday. It's a bit of excitement. I didn't get the time to share it to our Madam President, so she's hearing it for the first time, and also to us, because Job's Tale is one of the stage reading under the Caribbean Association of Georgia, written by the great Dr. Claire Nelson, by the director of Dr. Chris Scott. Myself and also Madam President were actor of that cast. And we're happy to let everyone know that Job's Tale is into the Hall of Fame of the Black Theater on the 30th of August 2024, we are spotlighted to do our 45 minutes of joke tale. So once again, we want to thank Caribbean Association for our spotlight, and we are making inroads in the community. So with that being said, I want to say thank each and everyone for allowing Joke Tale to be part of Caribbean Association of Georgia, and we also are making great inroads. So once again, I want to say thank each and every one of you who are supporting this great organization. Madam President, you want to also allude to the different areas of service that we are looking to solicit on our board and where we need help in terms of committees or chairs?
Oh, we need help. In every area. We can use your talent in pretty much every area. But before I mention that, I just want to mention real quick, just to showcase, because this is coming up, since it's Jamaica Independence, there is the Jamaica Independence Ball coming up August 10th. So I just want to quickly mention that so folks don't have their tickets and whatnot, they can partake. They're celebrating on August 10th at, you could go to AtlantaJamaicaAssociation.org and get the rest of the information. So areas that we need help. We need help with finance. We need help with PR. We need help with in a number of areas. Bring your gift and we have a spot for you. So don't let the position limit you from partaking. As long as that, you are here to represent and educate the community in a humanitarian aspect, we can use your talent. We will fit your talent wherever your gifts are, we can utilize them. So send us an email, caribbeangeorgia@gmail.com or info@caribbeangeorgia.org, and we can utilize your gifts. Is Mr. Wayne on as yet? I can showcase him because he's live right now at the location for hurricane relief. So I will share that link in a second. So go ahead, Sion, while I get the link.
With that being said, while you're trying to locate Mr. Wayne, all I spoke to a few minutes ago, we were sharing the platform together at the Caribbean Association, Caribbean Live TV parking lot, sorry. I would like to allude to the audience and also to our executive board, the traveling of our treasurer, who is in the person of Mr. Garfield. So with that being said, our treasurer is in transit right now, cannot get to his device, that which he would like to present to us. I mean, I know there's a great expectation, but things happen. Well, you think you're going to be at a place of service and signal. We have no control over that. So with that being said, Madam President, over to you.
All right, give me 1 second. Let's see if I can catch Wayne live so he can tell us all the good things that are happening and where people can donate and do what they need to do to help with the hurricane relief. Give me 1 moment and I will go to the link. It's coming up, it's coming up. Give me 1 moment. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let me share this with you. Because I know he is live. Okay. And I think he's offline right now, so I can't get him live. I believe he was on, but so I guess he won't be joining us. So we can just go ahead, Sion, because he's not live at the moment. He was live, but no, he's not.
Okay, can you put up the agenda again for me, please?
Sure.
I'm doing multiple screens at the same time. I have 3 screens rolling up in front of me. Yeah.
So there was a new member online that I would like her to introduce herself. Let's see, here we go. So it was supposed to be the treasurer report, and so we'll come to an end here. But I would like, let me see if she's still online with us. Shanti, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us why you joined.
Well, it's Chantrice. How are you guys doing?
We're doing
Fantastic.
Good. But I go by Sean for short. I have been in Georgia now for about 4 years now. December will make 5 years. And I just miss being around my adopted culture. My best friends of since like the second grade, her parents and are from her father is from Honduras and her mother is from Belize. So they pretty much adopted me, and which means that I took on the beautifulness of the Caribbean culture from both sides. So I left home, which meant I left everything, and then I came down here and I attended the festival in June, and I was just I felt like home, with everything, with all the food, the people, everybody just being, nice and welcoming and everything. So, after that, I came home and I looked up on the website and I seen the Zoom call. So I was like, I'm just gonna, peek in and just see what's really going on. But I am grateful to hear about the volunteering opportunities that are here. So I will definitely be reaching out for that, because that is definitely my thing, is volunteering. And I just felt like I needed to be back around my environment, so to speak. So that's why I joined.
We appreciate you joining, and we have a lot of things coming up. And did you say you want to volunteer? Because I could put you to work right now, Shanti. So we'll talk about your gifts offline and see
Okay.
how we can best utilize them. And because we're family here. So
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
and
ma'am.
we're a humanitarian organization, and we want to represent the Caribbean in a positive light,
Yes.
and just represent what we are and who we are in the community, and that's what we do. So
Yes.
Madam
thank you for
President,
joining, and we appreciate you being, wanting to volunteer your talents with us. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
ma'am. No problem. Thank you.
And do you get our newsletter, Shanti? If you don't and you signed up to be a member, I'll make sure I have you added. So that's not a problem.
okay, Madam
Okay.
President, in light of Mr. Garfield being unavailable to present the treasurer report at this time, hereby I would like a motion on the floor move for the treasurer's report to be deferred until the next meeting.
Okay. I hereby move a motion for the treasurer's report to be deferred to the next meeting.
I second the motion.
Motion is carried, and our report will be read by the treasurer at the next meeting.
We gonna vote before the motion is carried?
All in favor? I'm sure no one is gonna be
I
objecting
know,
to it.
it's the protocol.
All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Hi.
Aye.
Are there any objections?
None.
Motion is therefore carried. Thank you very much.
All right.
Motion has been carried. With that being said, I want to thank each and every one of you to take time off your busy schedule. I know you could have been many places else doing many different things to be with this great organization and our great leadership, which we call our executive board, which we gave our labor of love to support the community and also the growth of this organization, which you overheard were a humanitarian organization that serves the community. With that being said, we know that we are getting growth in terms of we are growing with volunteers, which we do need even more greater. And we need to grow more in different chairs that we need for heading various committee, and we welcome you on board. If you're not aware of our executive board members, our president is Madam Christine Newton, looking all beautiful in those shades that she have on there. Our VP is Winston Thomas. Our treasurer is no other than Chris Simmons, who is under the weather right now, Camille Simmons, Fitzsimmons, and Mr. Garfield is our treasurer. And I am your sergeant at arms. Yes,
And
we are praying for you that you feel well, Camille, and in the shortest order that you will be up and good, ready to go. Many people would have been under the weather, which you are, and they would have recused themselves from the meeting. But we're glad that you show a stateswoman who you are to this great organization. So with that being said, the time is 5:54, which we're going to bring the meeting to a close. And we want to thank you once again.
Excuse me, Madam, excuse me, not Madam, but Madam President, if you will. This month, Trinidad also has an independence that I didn't hear anybody mention. It is the 31st of this month, and they also have a banquet. So when we do these things, make sure we don't forget the other countries, if you will.
Yes, I actually have that information on our website. I just forgot to mention it, but thank you so much for Jackie for bringing that up. The information is on our website at CaribbeanGeorgia.org for the Trinidad and Jamaica and anything else that's coming up. So if you want to know what's going on, go to our website, CaribbeanGeorgia.org. Thank you for that, Jackie.
So once again, thank you. The time is 5:55 p.m. and we will bring this meeting to a close.
Thank you.